Wonderful. If you all have any questions as we talk a little bit about Countdown to College and College Application Week, feel free to throw them in the chat or use the Q&A feature, and I'll make sure that I talk about those before we're done this afternoon. So this is going to be a good, nice, quick overview for site coordinators. So for those of you on and listening to this today, we have folks that are seasoned that have done this before, and this is a good refresher, reminder. And then we have folks that are perhaps new to being site coordinators. And so it's wonderful to have you all here and to provide all of this information. I did want to let you know a little bit of a timeline of kind of where we've come with Countdown to College and College Application Week. Okay. So College Application Week started in 2005 as a pilot program with just a handful of schools in North Carolina to do this college application campaign. We were the first state in the country to offer a college application campaign like this, which we are extremely proud of. And then in 2006, that next year, which is the year I started, so I was able to join that year, we added 15 Gear Up high schools. So we have a wonderful partnership with Gear Up, and so we were able to offer this college application campaign then. And when this application campaign started, it's much similar to what we have today with goals, right? We really aim to work with first generation college students. And also possibly students who might not have folks at home who are able to help through this process for different reasons. There could be a language barrier. Families, could have gone through the college process, but perhaps it was, 25 years ago. And so definitely things have changed, right? So really the goal is to support students through the application process. This was kind of how we started out back 19 years ago, 18 years ago. And since then, it's really just grown. Okay. So a few years later, we opened it up to the whole state. That was in 2008. And then in 2017, we made this a month-long initiative to focus on the three main areas of the college going process. North Carolina residency for tuition purposes and financial aid purposes, the FAFSA form, and those college applications. So this is our 19th year doing this, and we are really excited to consistently talk to you all and get feedback as we work to improve this every year. It's something that we really love to try to be creative and to give things a try and see what works, and no problem doing something different if something didn't work. So our goal is really to just reach the students and help them through the process as they need it. The other piece that's really nice with Countdown to College and College Application Week is the great partnerships we have with our post-secondary institutions across the state, 2-year, 4-year, public, private, and how they go into the classrooms, your classrooms, and volunteer to help students in the classroom and help them get those college applications completed. So that is a wonderful piece of this. So we appreciate that as well. And then the other thing that's unique to North Carolina, not a lot of states have colleges where they waive their application fees during College Application Week. So while we have all of these other states across the country that have these great application campaigns now, not everyone has good relationships with the colleges to be able to get them to waive their application fees for the week. So that is very exciting to us, and we are proud of what we've been able to do in North Carolina. So that's just a few minutes on the background of what we've got going on here. We have different programming that we offer throughout October, and thoughts and tips, right, on how to organize the month and different weeks to perhaps focus on different things. So in lieu of today's PowerPoint, what I want to do is simply go on the C2C website. Okay, so this, where I'm at right now, is simply cfnc.org/C2C. And I'm going to send that over in the chat so you guys are welcome to look at it anytime as well. So this is Countdown to College's homepage, and we have most of this all updated and ready to go for the year, okay? So on the homepage, students can, educators, whoever can get kind of an at a glance for different pieces of information as it relates to Countdown to College. So we've got the transcripts, applications, residency, FAFSA, FAQs, which I want to show you in a couple minutes. It's a fabulous resource. I highly encourage folks to use. In the students section, we have information on student programming, which I'll talk about in just a minute, as well as resources for residency, a quick video they can watch, FAFSA, a quick video they can watch, and then those applications, and again, a quick video they can watch. And everywhere we've reminded them of the dates of College Application Week, which is October 21st through the 27th. This is the first year that we have extended it into the weekend. It was a good effort to get that going. We were able to have all of our wonderful institutions that are going to waive fees that week agree to extend it into the weekend, which is a very, very big plus for us. Okay, I'm going to talk about the technology side of this in just a minute, but I just wanted to make sure that I shared with everyone the student page. And while we're here, I want to come over and show you the student programming we have going on during October. All of these programs are only 30 minutes long, except for the virtual career fair, which I'll talk about in just a second. The very first program for students is October 1st at 6 o'clock, and we're going to, again, very quickly talk about making sure you have your CFNC account set up. So helpful to have that done before college application week and make sure our students can get into it. And getting their FSA ID or studentaid.gov account and instructions on what to do and where to go for college application week. We'll also have a school counselor joining us from one of the high schools in our state to offer a little bit of insight as well. So we're excited about that. The next week, week 2, we are going to have a program on finding career information and selecting what colleges they want to apply to during college application week. And this aligns with what our suggestions are for topics each week in October. Obviously, you don't have to follow these, but week 1, we're really talking about planning, right? And week 2 is kind of that continual piece of planning. So this is kind of like week planning part 1, planning part 2, and then the third week we want them to prep for college application week. October is 5 weeks this year, and so we have programming for the first, second, and third, and then 5th week, because the 4th week is college application week. So this one is going to just be a real quick 30-minute about where do you go, how do you apply, what do you do if you're on the wrong site, all those fun things. And then the 4th week is college application week. And then the last week, we're going to talk a little bit about financial aid. So that is programming that we have for the students during the month of October. I also wanted to show you, we do a virtual career fair every fall now during college application week with a different career cluster focus. And this fall, we are focusing on IT careers. And we will have a variety of panelists at the program, which will be on October 10th from 3:30 to 5. A variety of panelists that talk about folks that work in IT and then folks that teach within IT programs at a variety of colleges in the state. So that's another great opportunity if there's students that you want to share information with that perhaps are interested in IT. All right, so I want to come over and show you the 4 schools section and all of the great information that is in here for you all. Okay, so this right here is going to link you to all of the programs we have in October. I'm sorry, in September. September is Education Professionals Month, and we had our first program earlier this week, yesterday, I do believe. And this just gives you a nice rundown of some things. You all are already registered. Kate Freeland, who is our wonderful outreach assistant, will be sending out site coordinator, just little packets, envelopes to everyone. I believe we'll start sending those out in about 2 weeks. So you guys will receive those. And in those will be just a variety of handouts to help you through, Countdown to College, help you throughout October. And then depending on your registration information, if you selected that you do need some more I applied stickers or those FAFSA completion stickers, you will have those in your packet as well. Okay, so more information is coming to you soon. Okay. All right, so other programs that we have going on in September. So we started Education Professionals Month a few years ago, and the goal is to offer programming specifically for you all as educators, really kind of as it gets you planning and preparing for Countdown to College. This year, we're really trying to make an effort to talk about Countdown to College is a year-long event. October is certainly the kickoff for it. But there's programming, and the reality is obviously our students are planning for, getting ready for post-secondary education all year. So look for some more programs that happen this year that have the C2C branding on it as it relates to financial aid and decision day, and then maybe some other things as well. So yesterday we had yesterday's program will be on YouTube soon, at some point next week. And then we have another program next week that's all on utilizing Pro Tools, which is really important for you all to make sure, and Constance will talk about this next week. Very important to make sure that you all have your Pro Tools log in before college application week, especially, so you can assist students if they need to reset their password. And then as you're looking to run reports to see where students are applying during college application week, and then other reports you might want to run, based on whatever it is you're looking for, whatever your KPIs are. Okay. Also next week is our big week of programming for Education Professionals Month. Next week we have two programs that are new that I'm really excited about. We reached out to some educators in our state, maybe someone on here, and asked about what are some of the main questions that you encounter or are asked during college application week from students, and then what you encounter. Okay. So these have some really interesting topics. The students, a lot of them are encountering some basic things to start off with, like accessing the site, knowing where to go, resetting their password, and some other things there. And then your questions are related to, Pro Tools and access and all kinds of stuff as well. Getting volunteers involved. So I believe I'm probably most excited for this program right here than all of the others that we have. Well, they're all great programs. And then the week after next, we have a program related to financial aid. So our thought with doing a financial aid program for you all wasn't necessarily to run through, absolutely everything here. It's very hard to do in an hour and a half. So what we opted to do is we reviewed and thought about the virtual financial aid programming we had last year for families, and which one was the most popular. And that was this one, understanding financial aid for middle income families. And so we are going to kind of approach this with a train the trainer model and provide you all with the information as you are planning FAFSA completion nights and financial aid workshops. Sometimes I know you're able to reach out to different outreach staff or college financial aid staff to have them come in and help you do the program. Sometimes you can't find anybody available, right? That happens too. And so trying to arm you with some of the information, just some basics, if you want to provide that down to students and families. And then the very first week in October, we have our RDS program spilling into October just a little bit. We will have some speakers that are going to talk to residency determination service and updates for the new year and so on with those. Okay. So that's the programming we have going on for you all. Everything earns CEUs. These are all 0.15 that we have going on for that. Okay. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to share with you all is for students, their programming. We're working on incentivizing some of the programming that we have for students. We know that it is, very important for our students to hear some of this information. And it's hard to squeeze that in, to squeeze that 30 minutes in. So we are incentivizing these each week. We'll have a different social media hashtag for the students for their programming. Week 1 in October will be C2C prep, and then it's C2C plan, C2C apply, C2C play. Okay. So it goes in that order. And there's just a different task, and we're giving away $25 Amazon gift cards. So just on our end, what we can do to try to incentivize, we'll see if it works, but we just want to make sure that the information is there for them as they go through this process. Okay. You all went through the site coordinator registration, very likely if you're here today and if you're listening. And so if you, for some reason, have not, definitely go in and do that. As I said, Kate Freeland will start sending out packages to folks in about 2 weeks. So that's good timing here. We have information here about North Carolina Countdown to College, if you ever want to look at that. We have information in Spanish. Okay, so another fabulous resource. And I wanted to take just a minute to point out this Countdown to College FAQs. These FAQs are very helpful for you all as you go through this process. For example, I clicked on the application one. We've got, how do I submit an application in the application hub? Is there a fee waiver I need to get, which there isn't, right? If someone isn't participating in the fee waiver college during that week, but they're looking to apply and they need help, what are some of their options? And so on and so on, okay? And that's just applications. We have residency questions in here. What do I need to do? We highly encourage families, we highly encourage you all as educators to send some information home about RDS before college application week. I think it's probably arguable that students don't realize the importance of completing RDS as it relates to tuition and financial aid. Students perhaps don't know the importance of it, and so don't take it as seriously as they go through it. And it is really important to go through, and it's very important for the parents to understand what it is and why they're doing it. So there's something as simple as sending a message out with this link, and then there will also be a resource you'll find in the package you get. And then don't forget NC Residency, that website has got some resources and printables and stuff as well. So we want to make sure our families know about it so that the parents aren't surprised when students call them during college application week needing some information. All right, parent and family. This is so good. What can a student's family do to support them through it? What is Countdown to College? Timeline? Can my student qualify for financial aid if I'm a non-citizen? There's just the FAQs in this section of the site are absolutely phenomenal. Okay. I wanted to also share with you college application week. Okay, we know is, let's see, I would like, let's go to students, perhaps that's in here. I just wanted to show a snapshot of the dates. Okay, so college application week is October 21st through the 27th. It does extend into the weekend, which means that those institutions that are waiving fees are going to continue to waive it through 11:59 p.m. on the 27th. College application week kicks off at 7:30 a.m. on October 21st. I do want to make sure that you all are aware, we have a call center here. The students can call the 866-866 CFNC number, and we have a call center, and we are happy to provide information. And if you look, we have the call center hours are here on our site. Our call center is open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then 8 to 5 on Friday. Our call center staff are not staying after 5 p.m. on Friday. You'll also find that the colleges the students are applying to don't have staff that are coming in over the weekend. So still encourage the students to make sure that they are, working on that application during the week, make sure they can access their CFNC account, and just really become acquainted with the whole process. While there's help if they have questions, because there's just not going to be call centers open. Now, our development and IT crew over at College Foundation, they monitor the site 24 hours a day, not kidding, during college application week. That make sure that nothing's gone down, the site isn't down, nothing major has happened. And so that'll continue on through the weekend. And then there is also a general inbox, which I'm going to put in the chat as well, C2C at CFNC.org. I monitor that, and I will be monitoring that over the weekend for college application week. That said, I can't solve any big technical issues, but can definitely try to answer some basic questions. So I'll be monitoring that over the weekend. So do what I can, but again, can't really do much with technical. So college application week going through the weekend. We are very excited that the colleges are waiving their fees through 11:59 p.m. on the 27th. Okay. So, once again, just wanted to make sure everyone had some basic information here about the site. When students go to apply, they're going to want to make sure that they are logged in. Okay, so they'll log in over here with the orange, and then they can go into apply to college and the application hub. Okay, it's going to prompt me to log in if I start an application. So we're going to have a white screen here for just a second. But the application hub is where they're going to want to start. They're going to see all of those applications. I also wanted to point out that in college search, this is the last thing I'm going to point out here, is in the college search, the students can absolutely search for some colleges that they're interested in based on various, characteristics. And then we have this free application box here. During college application week, this will filter those colleges that are free to apply to. And so this is a wonderful place for our students to go to before college application week, especially to do a little bit of planning, right? Perhaps they're looking for the colleges, that have different majors, different admissions requirements, and they can search some institutions they're interested in, and then during college application week, they can click on free applications and see who is free. Okay. October 1st, we will be releasing the list of colleges that are waiving application fees. So be on the lookout for that. We don't do it earlier simply because we're still waiting on institutions across the state to say if they are going to be waiving fees or not. And we don't want to have too many iterations of this form out there going, well, this was the one dated September 10th. Oh, nope. Now we've got a couple more colleges, right, that want to join. This one's dated September 15th because we've definitely had that before. So get all of that correct and ready to go and publish that list on October 1st. So we're very excited to have you all as part of the Countdown to College and College Application Week family work that we're doing. Your successes are our successes are your successes. And we couldn't do this without all of you in North Carolina. We're proud of the work that we do here in our state to help our students through those three main steps of the admissions process, the applications, residency, North Carolina residency, and then the FAFSA form. So thank you all for joining. I'll stay on for a minute to see if anyone has questions, and otherwise let us know if you need anything, and look for some information that'll be coming your way in just a couple of weeks. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.